शुभ संध्या। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished dignitaries, and my dear friends. A doctor is a healer, a teacher, and a preacher. And in today's world, he is an entrepreneur and administrator. We see them in many forms, starting from a child, a father, a grandson or granddaughter, a brother or sister, to a helping and caring hand to his or her patients. In today's world, we are going to see them as entertainers and showmen. I welcome you all to this 75 for 75 program of the Department of Neurology on the ultimate day of the celebration of the Platinum Jubilee program of SCB Medical College, Cuttack. It's a proud moment for SCB to be organizing this function, one of its kind, and after 75 years of its inception. And this 75 for 75 program showcases the various cultural talents, academics, as well as the entertaining capacity of the various departments. All these departments have been showing their talent, and they have been upfront in providing wholesome entertainment not only to all SCBians online but also offline. So, not taking much of time, I invite upon stage the chief guest for today's evening, Professor Dr. R.N. Sahu sir. So please come to the dais. Sir was professor and HOD, Department of Neurology, and has been a very active member and is active still today, even after his retirement in 1992. Sir is being escorted by HOD, Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Malik. Next, I call upon stage today's guest of honor, Professor Dr. Gyanendranath Behra, HOD Pediatrics. Sir, please come to the dais. Next, I call upon our Head of the Department of Neurology, Professor Ashok Kumar Malik sir, to please take the dais. Sir, kindly take the dais. This Platinum Jubilee celebration and this program 75 for 75 would not have been possible had it not been the courage, determination and dedication of one man, our revered Dean, Professor Dr. Datteshwar Hota sir. I have no words of praise which would describe him, but he is the most dynamic, charismatic of the principals we have seen today, and an able administrator, entrepreneur, and sir has many facets to his personality. I call upon stage Professor Datteshwar Hota sir after a small memento and bouquet. So first, I call upon the beautiful ladies, Rupali, to come and give the bouquet to our chief guest, Professor R.N. Sahu sir. A round of applause would be very kind from the audiences. Next, Next, I call upon the beautiful lady to give a bouquet to Gyanendra sir, please. Next, I call upon stage to give a bouquet to Professor Ashok Malik sir, please. Now, starting the evening proper, I call upon stage Professor Datteshwar Hota sir to give his kind words to the audience and his inspirational words. One word will not be sufficient for him. In the word of Steve Jobs, innovation distinguishes between the leader and the follower. And in the words of the Mahatma, be the change in the world you want to see. All these quotes summarize Professor Hota sir. Sir, please.
Good evening to all. Revered Professor R.N. Sav, Professor Gyanendra Behera, Professor Ashok Malik, Professor Gita Malik, and all other colleagues available present here, my friends, Professor Kumar, my teacher. In fact, we have worked together in Bulla also. The director of the AHPGIC, the dean of the AHPGIC, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Every day I got so much of praise, I don't know where I'll store them. Every day, as if it is my function. I feel very humble all the time. Well, this function is meant for us and meant how we can progress in future. It is almost introspection every day. It's almost introspection. Introspection by each department. What talent they have, besides their academic talent and clinical talents, whatever they have. This is introspection. Each department, when they come to their dais on the designated day, even the HOD also gets surprised, even though he was part of the rehearsal. When the final performance happens, everybody is surprised. The final performance is different than what they had done in the rehearsal. So, multi-potential, very talented people are there in each department of SCB Medical College, besides the professional proficiency. I am aware of the fact that Professor Anand Sahu is a teacher's teacher. So we have remembered you since our MBBS days. And he said that today is the I think the anchor told that today is the penultimate day. No, today is not the penultimate day. But definitely, when we think and visualize about Professor Anand Sahu, it is the penultimate of neurology in our state. So we put it that way. So you are with us, sir. We are grateful. We are humble. And we pray God that you continue guiding us for years to come. Today is the day for the neurology. And why it is little bit the last part of it, the departmental function. The stakeholder among the SCB. Today is the last function. When you say stakeholder, not only the departments, all categories of employee. So today is the last day of the function of the stakeholders. We are having a transition from tomorrow to a different category of functions. I take this opportunity to welcome you all and invite you all to attend from tomorrow definitely. Tomorrow we are going to find different type of talents for our inspiration, encouragement and future directions. We have invited people, stalwarts, eminent luminaries from different walks of life. Those who have made impact in the society and they have given direction to the society in different aspects. These 10 days from 16th to 25th of November, we have people with real rich knowledge, real knowledgeable people we have invited. I'll give an example. But tomorrow, we have called the political stalwarts. It is represented by Honorable MLA Sri Narsingh Mishra, Honorable MP Mrs. Sangeeta Singh Deo, and again Honorable MP Mr. Patnaik, Amarananda Patnaik. So this is to give an example. They start with the political stalwarts and with the celebrities on 25th. And the name is celebrities since childhood. We have been adorning. We have been praising that we're fortunate to see them at this time. One among them is Srimati Jharna Das. She is approaching 90. She will be with us on 25th. Mr. Prasantananda, he is more than 75 years of age. And so on and so forth. This gap of 10 days, this in between, we have several judiciary, social reformers, so on and so forth. And each one of us, the objective intention for what we have organized these stalwarts and luminaries, that let the young doctors be inspired. All our past faculty, gurus, they have already come, they have deliberated with us. As we have discussed that this is an area where we have to imbibe many quality from non-doctors as well. So with these few words, I welcome you again. Looking forward to a beautiful evening today, and again inviting you for the program from tomorrow, and definitely don't miss the grand finale on 26th, 27th and 28th, where you will be finding luminaries and stalwarts of the country and of the world. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational and motivational words. I next call upon the dais, our revered HOD Neurology, Professor Ashok Kumar Malik, sir, to say a few words for the starting of this program.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Dean and Principal Hota sir, respected Chief Guest of the evening, Professor R.N. Sau sir, respected Guest of Honor, Dr. Behera sir, and the Director, Acharya Harihar Cancer Institute, Lala Tendu sir, Dr. Niranjan Raut sir, and Professor Arun Chaudhuri sir, Geeta Mahanti madam, and most of the faculties who are present here, and students and other dignitaries of the dais. So today is the last date. So neurology was on the 8th October. So some mishap occurred to me. That is why I was thinking to request Professor Hota sir to shift my date, but automatically Hota sir has shifted the date. So I am very much thankful to him, so that we the Department of Neurology can perform something after 1 month of the mishap. So I am very much again thankful, Professor Hota sir. Before asking me also, he has shifted the date to the last date. So today already Dr. Soumya has tell everything about the program. So today the college is celebrating 75 celebration, and today is the academic, already the academic feast has been finished, the pre-Jubilee CME, where a series of CMEs involving eminent SCBians was organized by every department of SCB Medical College. And the second program was 75 for 75, was a series of 75 events organized by individual departments, students, union, nursing and pharmacy wings. So the program, which showcases SCB's past, present and future, is the brainchild of our beloved dynamic Dean and Principal Professor Dateshwar Hota, who has single-handedly with his close faculties transformed SCB into a world-class institution, and has spearheaded the evolution of SCB MCH website into a world-class affair, for which SCB will be indebted to him for years to come. And about the Department of Neurology, the Department of Neurology started since 1969. So we, along with all our ex-professors, Professor Dr. Kumar, R.N. Sau, Geeta Madam, have opened the DM seat in 2012. So at that time also, there was a great help from Professor Datteshwar Hota, who was the MCI member. Without having a regular professor, without having a regular assistant professor, only I was the regular associate professor. Madam has just retired and was in contractual service. So Professor Hota helped me to take 2 seats for SCB MCH without only one regular faculty. That was a great achievement of SCB when you started DM. Then subsequently their DM seats has increased from 2 to 3, and now we have produced at least 16 DM students who are serving in different parts of the Odisha also, and some are working with me also. So now the patient's workload has increased very much. So we are trying to open a second unit, but we have given 2 units in the coming EMS Plus Institute, which is going to be opened in 2024 by our Honorable Chief Minister. So in that also we are planning to open a stroke unit, deep brain stimulation and epilepsy surgery with collaboration with the Department of Neurosurgery. Because in one unit and single professor, it is very difficult to manage everything. We are doing Capital Hospital OPD, Sishu Bhavan OPD, then taking the classes and managing at least 600, 700 OPD patients on Tuesday and Thursday. It is very much difficult to manage, and attending different referrals, at least 10 to 15 referrals from different departments. So now we have 9 PG students, 2 assistant professors who are on contractual associate, and myself, and Soumya has been transferred, but we are managing the department so very well, but some lacunae are there. So by opening the second unit, we will be able to do some new things which are in the neurology stream. And Professor R.N. Shaw is known to me since long, and he is known to everybody in the state also as a neurologist, because he was the first neurology practitioner in neurology. He has written many books, so we have invited him to grace the occasion. And Professor Behera is the HOD Pediatrics. He is the guest of honor. So again, I welcome to all to cultural festival of the department, where we will have put our wholehearted effort, passion and innovation. Please enjoy it and encourage the team of neurology. Jai Jagannath, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It takes courage and heart to bear whatever trauma sir has bore upon sir and ma'am, Swasini ma'am, within less than a month. To be standing here on the dais and coordinating everything. Next, I call upon stage our today's guest of honor, Professor Gyanendranath Behera, sir, who is the current HOD of Pediatrics, to say a few words for encouraging us and giving us the impetus for this program. Sir.
A very good evening to all of you. Respected Dean and Principal, Professor Dr. Datteshwar Hota, sir. Chief guest of the evening, Professor Dr. R.N. Shaw. He was my teacher during my post-graduation. At that time, the postgraduate students of pediatrics and medicine was posted in the neurology department. And there are so many stories with us, and sir's plastic hammer was dancing over our head at that time for any fault. So I show my regards to you, sir. Professor Ashok Kumar Malik, head of the Department of Neurology, senior professors of neurology sitting on the front row inside the auditorium, our director Acharya Hariyar Institute, Dr. Sarangi, faculties, senior residents of Department of Neurology and other disciplines, students, other August gatherings, and online viewers. Today is the last day of departmental celebration of 75 for 75 celebration of Platinum Jubilee. In this auspicious evening, I feel proud that organizers have honored me as guest of honor for the Department of Neurology. The concept and design of celebration of this Platinum Jubilee are the mastermind of our esteemed Dean and Principal, Professor Dateshwar Cuttack sir. I admire you, sir, from the core of my heart. It is beyond the description of my and to how to admire him, because whatever you admire, it is insufficient on my part. As expressed by John Muir, an American environmental writer and naturalist, when we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. That means everything is connected in myriad ways. So neurology, one of the most exciting and fastest growing profession in the world, and the neurologists are not far away. They are connected to us. Majority of disciplines of medical fraternity, particularly physicians, pediatricians, depend on the neurologist for opinion of neurological disorders, because they deal with structural and functional disorders of the nervous system, ranging from birth defects through to degenerative diseases such as Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease. Breakthroughs in neurological technology and treatments are developing at an incredible pace. The ability to treat neurological conditions has expanded rapidly in the past decades and will exponentially increase in the years to come. As a neurologist, you will play a central role in improving and fundamentally changing the lives of millions of people. I hope the future of the Department of Neurology, SCB Medical College, Cuttack, will flourish and progress further. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words. Pediatric patients have been the backbone of our neurology teaching, and for ages to come, pediatrics as well as medicine, they will be providing us not only the patients, but great teaching in the future. So now I call upon stage the chief guest of today's evening, Professor Rabindranath Sahu sir, who has been a pioneer in developing neurology in the state, one of the first and foremost neurologists and a true academician. Sir has many facets, starting from a writer to a poet, a novelist, and a great teacher. So I invite sir to say a few words and not only enlighten this evening and also motivate the millions of youngsters who plan to become neurologists in the future. Sir, please.
शुभ संध्या जय जगन्नाथ दायसेरे बसिथिबा प्रोफेसर मलिक प्रोफेसर ज्ञानेंद्र beloved principal Professor Hota, dignitaries, my doctor colleague, staff of the neurology department, including nurses, paramedical staff, can semananko service के पे भूलिया बोली टिके डेरी है गला आसित में मु क्षमा मागी नौची यही कॉलेज रे 1959 स्टूडेंट हिसाब से जॉइन करथिली मोर यात्रा थिला एई माँ कोलरू एई माँ को मत चिन्ह को लगी गला अध घंटा ना माँ बहुत सुंदर हो जाइए बहुत बढ़ी जाइए मु बुढ़ा हो जाइए तेणु डिस्पारिट हो गला जे 100 वर्षर माँ एत सुंदर देखा जाउची मु किंतु बुढ़ा हो जाइए किंतु जहाँ हो खोजी खोजी पाइली डॉक्टर मलिक को क्षमा मागिले जे टिके देरी हो गला बोली जे गोटे जिनिस मत चीफ गेस्ट कहला को मत टिके लाज लगुच कहीं मु सब भावे मु हूँ परिवार गोटे जन लोक मत प्रोफेसर मलिक क्षमा करेंगे मत टिके चीफ गेस्ट कले मत लगला मुझे डिपार्टमेंट रु अलग डिपार्टमेंट नुहे जन अलग लोक जहाँ हूँ जोक रे कहली डॉक्टर मलिक डोंट माइंड तो जहाँ हूँ मु सब माँ को सम्मान दे आसी मो मातृभाषा को सम्मान दे आसी मु जोठी मोर कैरियर तैयारी करछि से माँ को मध्य मु आज नमस्कार कर जाऊँगी यही डिपार्टमेंट जो आरंभ होला जड़े व्यक्ति जहाँ को समस्ते भूली जाइछ जे कि थिले फाउंडर ऑफ न्यूरोलॉजी से होती प्रोफेसर गोपाल चंद्र मित्र आज मीटिंग से था से केते खुशी ही था जो डिपार्टमेंट से तैयारी करते जो टेबुल नथला चेयर नथला रूम नथला बेड नथला मेसीन नथला से खाली थिले गोटे प्रोफेसर मु पास्ता पुणी आसी परे मु जॉइन कली आज असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर से मत सब दुखरे कहते रवि मु तो किसी करि पारली नाही जे किसी डिपार्टमेंट किसी नाही किंतु सही डिपार्टमेंट बर्तमान एते सुंदर एते प्रोफेसर मलिक टोल कहले एते पेशेंट आसुंती एते डेवलपमेंट हेची तांकर डिपार्टमेंट अच्छी डिपार्टमेंट रे मेसिन्स अच्छी डिपार्टमेंट डॉक्टर्स अच्छी सब प्रकार एमनी बहुत खुशी लगिला जे से पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट खोली बहुत पोस्ट स्टूडेंट भी बाहर विभिन्न स्थान रे चाकरी कर तो आमे थिलु गोटे जो जॉइन कलु आमे थिलु पराधीन जे स्वाधीनता देखीचे से जानी पराधीन मूल्य केते पराधीन रे दुख केते ये बहुत कम लोक अच्छा जे कि 47 जो अगस्ट 47 पूर्व जन्म नहीं थे कहीं ब्रिटिश शासन समय आम देखीचु केते आंदोलन होता महात्मा आरंभ कर जवाहरलाल नेहरू केते आंदोलन होता आम तो जॉइन कलु आम थिलु मेडिसिन डिपार्टमेंट अधीन से माने कहे आमर शिष्या लिखापी से शिष्या लिखे आम कहू बेड दियो से बेड भी कहते हाउ तुमको दवा गोटे दीटा बेड दवा तुम तो ना कि दवा यही प्रकार माने पराधीन अवस्था बर्तमान तुम मैंने गोटे स्वाधीन देश रही स्वाधीन डिपार्टमेंट रही अच्छे अशोक प्रोफेसर अशोक मलिक जे से रिनाउंड तुम मानक से केते सुविधा सुजोग जोगई से अशेष अशेष धन्यवाद जनाऊँ डिपार्टमेंट मत भी भल लगुच मुझे किसी नथला किसी करि पार नथली से एते करि पारछन्ती से साधुवाद जनाऊँ तो यही जो डिपार्टमेंटा हैला एते जो माने सबू रक्तदान करिसंती बा परिश्रम करिसंती बा जहा करिसंती तांको मध्य मु धन्यवाद देउछि सेते अछंती प्रोफेसर बालकृष्ण कुंवर प्रोफेसर पीसी महांती प्रोफेसर गीता महांती आउ समू तेणु एमान मध्य मु धन्यवाद देउछि से माने मध्य सेही अवस्था रे सेही दुख कष्ट रे रही कि वर्तमान से माने भाउथे जे प्रोफेसर मलिक तांका डिपार्टमेंट कौन करछंती जोटा कि हेई पारि नथिला आ गोटे कथा मते मोर सबले मन पड़े जे जेतले डिपार्टमेंट रे हेला सेतबले केते स्ट्रगल करिया पड़ुची जे करिथला से निश्चय जानिथिबो कारण इथि कौन सी काम बिना इन्फ्लुएंस हुए ना केते थर मुझे भुवनेश्वर धाईसी विभिन्न प्रकार ये करिसी कि सक्सेसफुल हो पार नथली से दुखटा मोर आज पर्यंत रही आसी तेणु जहाँ हो जे आज मु बहुत खुशी मते चीफ गेस्ट करके डाकी जे मु चीफ गेस्ट न कही मते परिवार मेंबर कही डाकी परिवार गेट टुगेदर कही मत डाकी मत भल लगुच आउ एठी जो माने माने आमको साहाय्य सहानुभूति देकरी ये डिपार्टमेंट गढ़ी से धन्यवाद दूची आउ एति कही एति खाली कहबी जे वी आर नॉट फुल एवं आमर बहुत कथा करिया अछि आज डॉक्टर मलिक कहले बहुत लैप्सेस अछि ता भी करियार अछि तो मु कहबी जो मन जॉइन करछंती गोटे कहबी जे स्वामी विवेकानंद कहिथिले अराइज अवेक and work till your goal is achieved तो मु कहबी जो यंग जनरेशन जॉइन करछंती से माने भाबंतु जे डिपार्टमेंट इज देयर्स मते सेही कथा कहिथिले प्रोफेसर गोपाल मित्र जे डिपार्टमेंट होछि तमरो तमे जेमिति करियो सेमिति डिपार्टमेंट हबो खाली अशोक मलिक रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी छाड़ी देले हबो नहीं तेणु समस्त दायित्व जॉइंट दायित्व इवन दो माने नर्सेस टू आरंभ करी पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ टू अच्छी डॉक्टर टू आरंभ समस्त वर्क टुगेदर ताहले देखिए डिपार्टमेंट आहरी बेसी आगे जीवो आम एतिक संतुष्ट हवा उचित नुह जे आमर डिपार्टमेंट सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट होती डाक्टर अच्छा बेड अच्छी सेतिक आम संतुष्ट हो गले बोधे आम आगे पारिबा नहीं तेणु आगे को हेले आमको एरिया भाविया पड़े जे देयर इज सो मेनी डेफिशिएंसी बहुत डेफिशिएंसी अच्छी जोड़ा आमको मीट करा पड़ो तेणु यही गोटे कथा मन रखी वर्क टुगेदर यही फिलोसफी नहीं आम समस्त को यही कहबी जो मैंने जॉइन कर समस्ते किसी किसी कंट्रीब्यूट करूँ जमी सेतु बंध तैयारी होता एमती गुंडीची मूषा जिते बाली झाड़ी तेणु नर्सेस पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ जो मैंने सब कम कर डिपार्टमेंट रे समस्त गुरु दायित्व अच्छी डिपार्टमेंट केमी आगे नवा ये डिपार्टमेंट जो डॉक्टर अच्छा से माने खाली यही परिचित न होकर बाहर भी परिचित हवा यही डिपार्टमेंट रे आउ खाली सेतिक नुहे यही डिपार्टमेंट रे किंतु आउ रिसर्च एक्टिविटी बढ़िबा यही रिसर्च पेपर नहीं कि आम पिला कि बाहर मीटिंग बा कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करी कहिबा ताहले एससी मेडिकल जो माँ कोलू आम बढ़ीचे जो माँ आमको बढ़ेची तार सम्मान को आम आहरी बढ़े पारिबा एथि कही मु खाली गोटे कथा कहबी ये कोविड समय समस्ते दुखित व समस्ते पीड़ित कहीं ना कहीं किसी किसी ये कर बेसी लूज कर प्रोफेसर मलिक मुझे बहुत दुखित भगवान तांकु सहाय हुंतु यही दुर्दित यही खराब समय रे भगवान तांकु शक्ति दियंतु जे सिचुएशन को से फेस करने सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनं सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कस्यि दुःखवा भवेत् सबरी मंगल करे कामना नवगन के ही रोग जातना जय हिंद
Thank you, sir. You are always an inspiration and motivation for all of us. And proceeding forward, we move on to the felicitation ceremony of all our past faculties and CME speakers. So moving on, I invite upon stage our Vice Principal, Dr. Professor Geeta Sahu, ma'am, who is the current professor and head of the Department of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology to kindly come to the dais. And I also call upon the charismatic and dynamic Professor Geeta Sahu, and I also call upon stage Professor Ashok Kumar Malik sir to felicitate the senior dignitaries. Sir. So first, we felicitate our revered teacher, Dr. Rabindranath Sahu, sir, who was one of the founder members. Sir was born in 1941 and he is proficient in at least 4 languages in Hindi, English, Odia and Bengali. A graduate from SCS College, Puri, MBBS from SCB MCH, Utkal University in 1963. He did his MD medicine from Patna, Bihar, and then he went to CMC Vellore for DM in Neurology. After that, sir did his postdoctoral fellowship in neurology in Fujita Gakuen University, Japan, and he did his fellowships in UK, England. Sir was a visiting doctor in neurology in Stanford, USA, and in Southern General Hospital, UK, Glasgow. Sir worked as a junior teacher, assistant professor, and associate professor in various medical colleges and retired as a professor neurology in 1992. He is one of the first and foremost neurologists of Odisha, on whose name patients come from far and wide, from 5 different states. So please clap, join your hands together for Professor R.N. Sahu sir. Next, I call upon stage our past professor and one of our revered teachers who taught us neurology just from infancy, Professor Dr. Balkrishna Kumar sir. Sir, kindly come to the stage. Professor Kumar was born in 1950 from a humble schooling from Bhargavi High School. He did his SCS +2 in SCS College Puri, MBBS and MD Medicine in MKCG Medical College Barampur, DM Neurology in PGI Chandigarh, the prestigious PGI Institute. He was in Peripheral Medical Services in 1975 and joined Medical College in 1982. His career started as lecturer and assistant professor in Bulla, and then he was associate professor and professor at SCB, and he retired in 2020 with a teaching experience of 28 years, publications and presentations in various journals and conferences, awarded the Siddhi Sai Ratna Samman, Gyandeep Samman, Utkal Bharati Kuntala Kumari, Chikitsa Vigyan Samman, and lot of accolades. One of the most lovable teachers and astute clinicians of the current age, Professor B.K. Kumar sir. Please join your hands together. And thank you, sir, for being here with us. Now I call upon stage Professor Dr. Geeta Mohanty ma'am, one of our founder members and teachers of the DM course. Ma'am, please come to the stage. Thank you, ma'am. Professor. Professor Geeta Mohanty, she was not only a teaching professor at Bulla, but she was one of the professors who were instrumental in the continuation of the DM teaching curriculum in SCB. So I call upon Geeta Mohanty ma'am to felicitate our today's guest of honor, Professor Gyanendranath Mohanty. Gyanendranath Behra sir. I would ask the lovely lady to come on the dais with a bouquet and memento. Join your hands together for our guest of honor, Gyanendra sir. Please join your hands together for the ultimate day celebration. Some of our past dignitaries who could not come today, our faculty members visited them at home and handed over the memento. One of them was Professor Prabir Mahanti. Professor Prabir Mahanti was professor and HOD Neurology from 1983 to 1982. He was being felicitated by Dr. KP Swine sir, and sir received the memento at his home and he could not attend due to his medical condition. A round of applause for Professor Prabir Mahanti. We also had two of our CME speakers, distinguished speakers. One was Professor Manjari Tripathi, who is the Director of Epilepsy at AIIMS, and she has this message for us on this 75 for 75 celebration. Her message, please.
I'm Professor Manjari Tripathi, Head of Unit, Department of Neurology, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. I'd like to congratulate the Department of Neurology, Cuttack Medical College, and thank them for inviting me as a speaker in their Jubilee celebrations. It has been a very rewarding experience and an academic feast to participate in knowledge sharing and reducing the knowledge gap about various neurological disorders. I hope these activities do continue to reduce the knowledge gap in the state of Orissa and the neighboring areas. I'd like to thank Dr. Ashok Malik and his team and the Department of Neurology and wish them the best of neurology in the coming years. Thank you.
A round of applause for ma'am on accepting our invitation. Next we have Professor Dr. Gopal Krishna Das, who is one of the speakers of CME speakers, and he is currently the head of the epilepsy unit at Narayana Hrudayalaya, Bangalore. His message, please.
Respected teachers and friends, it's a great honor and privilege to be a part of the academic meeting at the SCB Medical College Forum. It was a nice learning experience. Due to certain personal reasons, I'm unable to join physically. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you Manjari ma'am and Dr. Gopal. Now I would request all the dignitaries on the dais to join us for an audio-visual fest which showcases the past, the present, the future of neurology in Odisha and SCB. And before that, I ask our all our helps to kindly take off the table and make the arrangements for this audio-visual fest. The Department of Neurology was started way back in 1969, and the first professor and head was Professor Gopal Mitra, sir. At that time, it was an offshoot of the Department of Medicine, and it became a full-fledged department in 1982 under the first Professor of Neurology, Dr. R.N. Sahu, sir, Professor R.N. Sahu, sir. So enjoy this audio-visual fest.
Good evening,
And
ladies and gentlemen.
give us your
Let me
compliments.
take you through the glorious voice of the Department of Neurology, SCB Medical College. In 1969, when Neil Armstrong went out of Apollo 11 and put his historic first steps on the moon, the neurology wing of SCB Medical College was started as a sub-unit of Department of Medicine. Professor Dr. Gopal Mitra became the first HOD of neurology in SCB Medical College and started giving neurology service to the people of Odisha. After remaining inside the cocoon of medicine department for 13 years, neurology department got its own new feathers and colors and started flying as new butterfly. It became an independent department in 1982 and got the legendary Professor Dr. R.N. Sahu as first head of the department. Subsequently, the department started growing under the guidance of esteemed neurologists like Professor Dr. Prabir Chandra Mohanty from 1992 to 2003. Professor Dr. Balakrishna Kumar from 2003 to 2010. Professor Dr. Geeta Mohanty from 2010 to 2012. It was in 2012 when present HOD, Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Mallik, took the voice into his hands and continues to add various milestones in the history till now. After the tireless efforts of all the HODs like Professor Dr. Balakrishna Kumar, Professor Dr. Geeta Mohanty, and Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Mallik, the much-awaited DM course was started in 2012 with 2 seats.
Sri Ramchandra Bhanjo Medical College is one of the best colleges of Odisha. Out of several medical colleges, Sri Ramchandra has his own name and fame. Many students have passed from this college and have kept their name in outside the state and the country, and they have earned a good name. Many of the students are trained also in the Department of Neurology. Now DM has already opened in the department, and students from Odisha are benefited because they, after doing medicine, they are trained in the neuroscience. Neuroscience is a very vast science and a developing science. And after this development of the neuroscience, now people are more interested for neurology. The day I joined in the department, neurology department was nobody was interested to join in this department. Now it has become its own name and fame, and the service which give in the neurology department is definitely better than other department also. And we always coordinate with other departments and give service to our students, our teachings to students, and also service to the patients.
It was really a proud moment for the state of Odisha when the first batch students completed DM course and passed DM Neurology from SCB Medical College in 2015. The DM seats increased from 2 to 3 in 2017. Till now, this department has produced 16 neurologists who who are serving in various eminent hospitals and medical colleges. In addition to DM course, this department is providing postgraduate teaching and training to the PG students of medicine, psychiatry, and MCA students of neurosurgery. In collaboration with SB Nirtar, regular teaching and training is conducted for BOT, BPT, and MPT students. Our department has proven to be a center of academic excellence in terms of theory as well as clinical teaching, ground rounds and bedside clinical teaching. Weekly 3-day seminars are being conducted for case presentation, journal club presentation, neuroimaging and EP study under the able guidance of HOD Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Malik, Professor Dr. Geeta Mohanty, Associate Professor Dr. K.P. Swai, Assistant Professor Dr. S.D. Naik, and other junior faculties. So far as the patient care is concerned, Neurology Department of SCB caters to a large population of Odisha, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Functioning with 2 days OPD per week, the OPD attendance is almost 600 per day, which is the highest OPD attendance in SCB and other government medical colleges of our state. The annual OPD attendance is nearly 55,000. The indoor of our department has 21 beds in a single unit with 40 to 50 new admissions per day. The IPD admission was 2,970 in 2019-20. and is 3,120 in 2020-21. We have the best electrophysiology lab of the Eastern India, having all facilities like EEG, video EEG, NCS, EMG, SSCP, VEP, BERA, and polysomnography. We are among the few medical colleges of India who run single fiber EMG facility. In our department, we have the availability of special procedures like botulinum toxin injection, nerve muscle biopsy. We have a subsection in OPD for special diseases like stroke, movement disorders, and epilepsy with maintenance of register. To add a new feather in the cap, we became the nodal center for PBSR, Population-Based Stroke Registry for Eastern India for 2018 to 2021. The team of PBSR has been doing a commendable job for which it was praised at national level and got further 5-year extension. In 2020, we became one of the 5 prestigious nodal centers of India for HBSR, Hospital-Based Stroke Registry. Both PBSR and HBSR are running now. In addition to the services provided at SCB Medical College, we extend our neurology OPD services to Sishu Bhavan every Friday.
Pediatric neurology OPD started in Sishu Bhavan, Cuttack from last 10 years, and it caters not only the peoples of Odisha but also peoples around the nearby states of Odisha like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and West Bengal. Delhi initially when started there was 4 to 5 patient attendance in the OPD, but gradually it increased now to around 50 to 60 per OPD. And we from the faculties from SCB Medical College Department of Neurology come every Friday to Shishu Bhavan to provide pediatric neurology services to the patients in Shishu Bhavan.
And 3 days a week at Capital Hospital, Bhubaneswar. Under the aegis of NA, Association of Neuroscientists of Eastern India, and under the able guidance of Professor Dr. A.K. Malik, we successfully conducted Mid-NACON in 2015 at Puri and NACON in 2017 at Bhubaneswar. Under the aegis of OAN, Odisha Association of Neurologists, we conduct 2-3 Neuro Club meetings per year, which is an academic fest for the young neurologists of Odisha.
In 2012, when I was the HOD, so there are only 180 patients per OPD. Now the patient's load has increased to 600 to 700. And also we are having EMG machine, EEG machine, all the and polysomnography machine, single fiber EMG machines, which are very much required for teaching the DM students. So now we have planned for opening a second unit, but in the coming AIMS Plus, which will be opened in 2024 by the Honorable Chief Minister. So we have been opening for neurology patient 3 units, so that more number of DM students and DM teaching will be there. And most of the neurologists will serve in the different parts of the Odisha. Now also there is a proposal for Niman's Lake Institute in Odisha, and Professor Sarda was trying his best to open the Niman's Lake Institute, so that one institute will contain neurology, neurosurgery, neuropsychiatry in that institute. We are trying our best with all my faculties and PG students to give the best neurology treatment for the people of Odisha, because now the most of the patients are having super specialty consciousness. So we are trying our best to manage the OPD, indoor and referrals, as well as to teaching and administration to our best of capability.
Future. It has been proposed to the government to expand the neurology department in terms of increasing the bed strength and to establish a second unit. We hope it will materialize very soon. In future, we are planning to develop a dedicated stroke unit along with ICU services. In collaboration with the Department of Neurosurgery, we are planning to start epilepsy surgery and DVS surgery facilities in SCB Medical College. All these will be facilitated by a proposed special neuroscience division as a center of excellence.
ମୁଁ 2010 ରୁ 2012 पर्यंत एठी एचओडी भाବରେ थिली एवं ମୁଁ 2012 एप्रिल रे रिटायर कली एवं रिटायर करला पर मासरे से आसले इंस्पेक्शन करिया पई एवं खुचरा कथा हमको सेते बेले डीएम सीट अलॉटमेंट कराला हमर समस्त बहुत की सदिच्छा अछि एते प्लैटिनम जुबली हमर बहुत सक्सेस हो. All the best to the Platinum Jubilee celebration, and all the thanks to our Dean and Principal, Sir Dr. Dateshwar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa, that was quite a video encasing neurology's past, present and future. Now coming to, without delay, the moment we have all been waiting for, the cultural extravaganza. So we start with the theme of Odia everywhere, and the upliftment of Odias. Odisha has done excellent in all fields, starting from administration to politics, as doctors, not to name Professor Sanatan Rath, who is a world figure in neuro, be it neurology or neurosurgery. So with this theme of Odisha as one, we start with the cultural program by invoking Jagannath, our Lord Jagannath, and being presented, the opening song is being presented by none other than our professor and head of the department, Professor Ashok Malik sir. He will be starting with a Jagannath bhajan, which will be followed by an Odissi dance. I invite Professor Malik to start with the Jagannath bhajan.
ଆସିଥିଲି କାଳିଆ ତ ଦର୍ଶନ ପାଇରେ ତୋତେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଯିବାକୁ ମନ ବଳୁ ନାହିଁ ରେ ତୋତେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଯିବାକୁ ମନ ବଳୁ ନାହିଁ ରେ ଆସିଥିଲି କାଳିଆ ତୋତେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଯିବାକୁ ମନ ବଳୁ ନାହିଁ ରେ ତୋତେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଯିବାକୁ ମନ ବଳୁ ନାହିଁ ରେ ଆସିଥିଲି କାଳିଆ सारा भुवनर कांति देखिली तो रूपरे सारा भुवनर कांति देखिली तो रूपरे सारा जीवनर शांति लभिली तो मंदिरे सारा जीवनर शांति लभिली तो मंदिरे जाओ रे जीवन जाओ रे जीवन तो बदन चाहिए तोते छाड़ी जीवाकू मन बळु नाही तोते छाड़ी जीवाकू मन बळु नाही आसिथिली कालिया थकाने चौकाती आंधी लोहारे थकाने चौकाती आंधी लोहारे करीबे भिखारी लोटे तोरे उड़ा हुआरे करीबे भिखारी लोटे तोरे दुआरे आनंद देवी मदना आनंद देवी मदना तोरा गीत गाइए तोते छाड़ी जीवाकू मन बळु नाही ଯିବାକୁ ମୋ ମନ ବଳୁନାହିଁ ରେ ତୋତେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଯିବାକୁ ମୋ ମନ ବଳୁନାହିଁ ରେ ମନ ବଳୁନାହିଁ ରେ ମନ ବଳୁନାହିଁ ରେ।
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful melodious invocation. We now move on to the Odissi dance by Sthiti Pragya Behura. She is our HBSR associate, and I welcome Sthiti Pragya on stage to put the stage on fire. Sthiti Pragya.
जले धृतवानसि वेदम् तव गीत्रचरित्रमखेदम् केशव धृतमीन शरीर जय जगदीश हरे। क्षितिरति विपुलतरे तिष्ठति पृष्ठे धरणि धरण किण चक्र गरिष्ठे केशव धृत कच्छप रूप जय जगदीश हरे। वसति दशन शिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना शशिनि कलंक कलेवनि मग्ना केशव धृत शूकर रूप जय जगदीश हरे। तव कर कमल वरे नखमद्भुत शृंगम् दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गम् केशव धृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे। छलयसि विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन खनीर जनित जन पावन केशव धृत वामन रूप जय जगदीश हरे। क्षत्रिय रुधिरमये जगत मगत पापम् स्नपयसि पयसि शमित भवतापम् केशव धृत भृगुपति रूप जय जगदीश हरे। विकरसि देशु देवते कमनीयम् दशमुख मौलि बलिं रमणीयम् केशव धृतराम शरीर जय जगदीश हरे। वहसि वपुसि विशदे वसनं जलदाभं हलहति हृदयमुनाभं केशव धृतहलधर रूप जय जगदीश हरे निन्दसि यज्ञविधेरः श्रुतिजातम् सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुघातं केशव धृत बुद्ध शरीर जय जगदीश हरे निवह निधने कलयसि करवालम् धूमकेतुमिव किमपि करालम् केशव धृतकल्कि शरीर जय जगदीश हरे जयदेव कवेरितं मुदितमुदारं शृणु शुभगं सुखदं भवसारम् केशव धृतदशविधरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Thank you, Sthiti, for this wonderful dance. And I now call upon stage Professor Ashok Malik sir for providing us a wonderful rendition, a retro song. If all of you remember Mayuri Go. Mayuri Go is from the film Arundhati, and it was sung way back in 1967 by Mohammad Rafi. So listen to the song and enjoy.
Mayuri go tuma akase mu dine mallare megha sajili chandrika kholi nachila tume indradhanu ankiti Mayuri go ଦେହେ ବିଲୀନ ବୀଜା ମାଟି ମୁଁ ଏବେ ତ ଭାବୁଛି ବୀଜା ମାଟି ମୁଁ ଏବେ ତ ଭାବୁଛି କିମ୍ବା ତୁମକୁ ଭଲ ପାଇବି ମୟୂରୀ ଗୋ ତୁମ ଆକାଶ ମୁଁ ଦିନେ ମଲ୍ହାରେ মেঘ সাজিলি চন্দ্রিকা তোড়ি নাচিল তুমি ইন্দ্রধনু আঁকিলি ময়ূরী গো
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful rendition. A wide round of applause for sir. And now we come to the most awaited program of the evening, the group dance, lazy dance by Dr. K.P. Swain and co. Enjoy this moment.
देसी चढ़े गाइबार स्वप्न नहीं गाई जाए कहाँ पाई जाने ना जाने ना जाने ना मुँह परदेसी चढ़े गाइबार स्वप्न नहीं गाई जाए कहाँ पाई जाने ना जाने ना जाने ना परदेसी चढ़े रूप होई थी बला बन्यवती गुणारे लाजुकी मौनावती एमिति जदि मिलिब साथी मधुबर शिवराती राती रूप होई थी बला बन्यवती गुणारे लाजुकी मौनावती एमिति जदि मिलिब साथी मधुबर शिवराती राती रूप होई थी बला बन्यवती
अरे मोल चकवली रुसे तू जान चली अरे मोल चकवली रुसे तू जान चली ए मन मोर नुहे जाली देखा न तो अंटा भंगा चली सागर कूले दिने देखिली झियाटी रूपता मधु झरा चाहणी मन चोरा चाली रे झरू थिला कविता सागर कूले दिने देखिली झियटिए রূপতা মধু ঝরা চাহাণী মন ঝরা চালিরে ঝরুথিলা কবিতা সাগর কূলে দিনে
झुमका टिके तू तो हले दे रूम झुम करी टिके बजे दे झुमका टिके तू तो हले दे रूम झुम करी टिके बजे दे बजे दे बजे दे बजे दे बेड़ी तो हालिब मान मना जीव गेलु तू हासिले मुकुता जारिब बेड़ी तो हालिब मान मना जीव गेलु तू हासिले मुकुता जारिब आलो तू तो मोर पारी आलो किए हबतर सारी आलो तू तो मोर पारी आलो किए हबतर सारी हे ए
आज मु छुईनी आज मु पीनी आज मु छुईनी मिछे हुए लोक हसा इत बाकी अछि कालीर निशा बाकी अछि कालीर निशा किछि लुह पोछा हुए पणत कानी रे किछि लुह पी जाए ओठ एमिति लुह टपे तोरी आखि रे झरी गले झरी जीवी झरी झरी झुरुथिबी झुरी पुणी देखुथिबी हराइछि बाट
A round of applause for our esteemed faculty members, our students who have taken up the cudgels for providing you this entertaining dance. It's a lazy dance, and now we come to a light rendition by none other than Aurobindo Panda, who is not only a professional singer, he is also a PBSR associate. So Aurobindo, please.
Thank you.
प्रेम वर्षारे आज ये सारा दुनिया जड़िले जड़ो ईर्षारे विजयी देई जाथरे प्रिया तो प्रेम वर्षारे आज ये सारा दुनिया जड़िले जड़ो ईर्षारे तते चाही सोई नहीं मुगाली राती रे ओ तते चाही सोई नहीं मुगाली राती रे थापच जेते दूरे आथरे आथरे थापच जेते दूरे आथरे आथरे ভিজেই দেই যাথরে প্রিয়া তো প্রেম বর্ষারে আজ এ সারা দুনিয়া জড়িলে জড় ঈর্ষারে सबु तो दा बहु दिनु हेइनी ओदा डर मोरानु ओगिना डर मोर देई जा छाटी मने अछि मोहरी माटी चिता तोर तू बहाना एका एका लागेगा ओ बिना साथी रे हो एका एका लागेगा ओ बिना साथी रे था पछे जेते दूरे हाथरे हाथरे था पछे जेते दूरे हाथरे हाथरे ভিজেই দেই চাথরে প্রিয়া তো প্রেম বর্ষারে আজি এ সারা দুনিয়া জড়িলে জড় ঈর্ষারে तू थरे आसिबु बोली मते आसी डाकिबु बोली खोला अछि घर श्रावण ऋतु मने काहि रखिछु किन्तु मते बाधे रे अधिका तो चेहरा नाचे भरा मधुइया खीरे ओ तो चेहरा नाचे भरा मधुइया खीरे था पछे जेते दूरे हाथरे हाथरे था पछे जेते दूरे हाथरे हाथरे देई जाथरे प्रिया तो प्रेम बर्षारे আজি এ সারা দুনিয়া জড়িলে জড় ঈর্ষারে
Thank you, Aravinda, for this wonderful melodious rendition. Now we come to the most awaited couple dance of the evening by Associate Professor Dr. K.P. Swai sir and Pragya ma'am. So enjoy this couple dance and put your hands together. A wide round of applause for them.
हाय तो प्रेमर रंगोली राति रे कला दिवाली हाय तो प्रेमर रंगोली राति रे कला कवाली
तो प्रेमर निशा जेबे कला चाहले किछ खाइबा सामते कला चाहले हाय तो प्रेमर रंगोली राति रे कला
भाषा लिखता हूँ तुझे रोज जरा सा। तू मेरी है प्रेम की भाषा लिखता हूँ तुझे रोज जरा सा। कोरे कोरे कागज जिन पे बेकस, कोरे कोरे कागज जिन पे बेकस लिखता हूँ ये खुलासा। तुमसे मिले दिल में उठा दर्द करारा, जीने लगा वो ही जिसे इश्क ने मारा। तुमसे मिले दिल में उठा दर्द करारा, जीने लगा वो ही जिसे इश्क ने मारा।
Thank you for this wonderful dance. And now moving on to the last and the most awaited program of the evening, the drama. So Odias and especially doctors have a penchant for drama. And here we have a drama with a purpose, which gives us a social message. The drama title is Sathi Mo Jibana Sathi. Script and direction is by Mr. Sangram Mahanti. Choreography is by Montu Babu. And the concept is by Dr. Kali Prasanna Swami. The arranger is Deepu Babu. In various roles, you will see Dr. Nihar Ranjan Biswal as doctor, Ashwini Kumar Sahu as judge, Swagat Mahanti as the protagonist or hero, Annapurna Nanda and Sthiti Pragya as mothers, Om Mishra and Arabinda Panda as father, Soumya Pradhan, Abhishek Nanda as advocates, and Guru Prasad as Gunya and Vikram Sahu as Chela. So kindly enjoy and give our team a wide round of applause. Thank you. The theme of this drama is epilepsy. Epilepsy is a burning issue with 70 million people worldwide suffering from epilepsy and 10 million Indians suffering from the disease. Most have superstition and go to some quacks or some gunya for treatment. But how we can educate people and give this social message a befitting meaning is presented by our faculty members. So kindly welcome them on stage.
हेलो हाँ मामा नमस्कार हाँ हाँ मामा अच्छा मामा मामा मामू फोन कर फोन नियो
हाँ भाई नमस्कार हाँ हाँ आमे किना किणी करि सरलु आपण आज आसुचंदी अरे आमे दी जण पा मार्केट बाहरी जीवु संध्या बेले हौ आसंतु हौ 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 गो भाई रखुची खुशी खुशी एदी सुनु जो दौड़ी आसो खुशी रो कोन हेई गलानी
कौन होला अरे अरे धर तो तार बुद्धि सेमिति पुणी थोड़े बाहर लानी ताकू से गुणिया पाखु नहीं जाऊ पड़िबो धर 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 तो चलो से गुणिया पाखु नहीं जीवा धर
बिंदी गोटे
एपडू एपडू
गोटे काठ आणु तू प्लीज सेमती खाली केमती हो
अरे मधु मु जो डेउरियाटे ता हाथ रे देती सेटा तो नाही गला कोडे
सेटा कोडे खसी पड़िला
सेतिकी बेले ताले से आत्मा देहरे प्रवेश करिची आज मु देखिबी से जितुची ना मु जितुची मो झियो कौन भल हेनी से आत्मा कौन मो झियो को छाड़ी जीवनी छाड़ीबनी माने मु ताकू आज एमिति हैरान करिबी से आ देह कौन ताख पाख भी माड़ीबनी तू भाविचु तू लुचिले मु तते पाइबिनी सेठी लुचुचु दौड़ताकू
कोठी धरबी देखा जाउनी तो
ए कौन जानी पानु तो मां पछे लुचि जारे डर लागो
मनी गली
मां में ज्ञान को विश्वास करछि तू बुझिलु तू मो संगर यही आसिकिलु
आपण कोन सिकेले जे मु सिकिबी ए सिकेले पर आपण दाना कला मार देबिला आपण तो सिकौ नांती
ओम ह्रीं क्लीं स्वाहा ओम ह्रीं क्लीं उठ मो दया कर मां ओम ह्रीं क्लीं अन उठ हां ओम ह्रीं क्लीं स्वाहा उठ मां उठ से आत्मा को एठी रखिली एठी आरी भितरे से आत्मा रहिला आज्ञा मो झियो बाहागर आउ 3 दिन रहिला पुणी थरे से आत्मा ता देहरे प्रवेश करि जीवन तो प्रवेश करिवो तुम का भूली जाउछ मु जो औषध पान देइछि ताको मने करी खाइया को दबो आउ डेउरियाटा जो देइछि मने करी पिंदेइबो आ व्यस्त हबनी जा
बाबा को कान्ने बांधी नहीं गले से कोन प्रवेश कर परिबो
जा मझे झियो आसु तू ଯିବା ନାଉ ଅଛି ହଉ अरे शुणुच कुआड़े गल मिनती अरे एठिकी आस
अरे कौन है काई पार्टीटा करूछ म जे झियो बागर करिछि से जानिछि झियो बागर केते कष्ट आउ रहला मात्र 2 दिन केते कटि जिवो आउ जणा पड़िबनी हौ छाड़ कहला कोन बाई डाकुथिला
सरिला तमर मु वर्तमान किछि कहि परिबी
तमे मो सହିତ थट्टा करूछ नहीं थट्टा करूछ
थट्टा करियार साहस मु आज पर्यंत केबे करिछि ना आजि करिबी अच्छा हो कहला कोन बाई डाकुथिला अच्छा एटा देखिलो ତମ ମନକୁ ପସନ୍ଦ ଆସୁଛି ତ?
ହଁ ହଁ ମତେ ତ ପସନ୍ଦ ଆସିଛି, ହେଲେ ଯାହା ପାଇଁ ଆଣିଛ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ପଚାରି ଦବା। ମା ଖୁସି, ଖୁସି ଆସିଲୁ ମା।
ହଁ ମାମା ଆସୁଛି।
ମା ଦେଖିଲୁ, ଏଇଟା ତୋର ମନକୁ ପସନ୍ଦ ଆସୁଛି ତ?
କଣ କହୁଛୁ ମା? ତତେ ପସନ୍ଦ ଆସିଛି ତ? ତୁ ମୋର ଗୋଟାଏ ବୋଲି ଝିଅ, ତୋ ଖୁସିରେ ଆମେ ଆମ ଖୁସି ଭୁଲିଗଲୁ।
ତମ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଛାଡିକି ଯିବାର ମୋର ଇଚ୍ଛା ନାହିଁ। ସତ କହିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ମତେ ବାହା ହେବାକୁ ଇଚ୍ଛା ନାହିଁ। କେବଳ ତମ ମାନଙ୍କ ଖୁସି ପାଇଁ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ବାହା ହଉଛି।
ଶୁଣୁ ମା, ସେଇ ଡେଉଁରିଆକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ହାତରେ ବାନ୍ଧୁଥିବୁ, ଔଷଧ ସମୟରେ ଖାଉଥିବୁ।
ଆଉ ମା, ତୋ ବିଷୟରେ ତାଙ୍କ ଘରେ କାହାକୁ କିଛି କହିବୁନୁ।
ଓଡ଼ିଶାର କଟକକୁ ମହାବିପଦ। ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ର ବିପଦ, ICMR। କଟକ ପାଇଁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ର ବଡ଼ ବିପଦ। ଆରେ 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 ପେପରଟା ଧର। ହଁ ଶୁଣି ଜାଣିଲେ ପ୍ରଭା, ସକାଳୁ ସକାଳୁ ତମ ହାତରୁ ଗରମ ଚା କପଟେ ପିଇଦେଲେ ଦିନଟା ମୋର ଖୁବ ଆରାମରେ ବିତିଯାଏ। ସେ ହାତରେ କି ଯାଦୁ ଅଛି କି ଜାଣି।
ହଉ ଥାଉ ସେ ଚିକେଣିଆ କଥା, କାଲିଠୁ ଆଉ ଚା ମିଳିବନି ଯେ। ଖୋଜି ଖୋଜି ଯୋଉ ନୂଆ ବୋହୂଟେ ଆଣୁଛ, ଏବେ ତାରି ହାତରୁ ଚା ପିଇବା ଅଭ୍ୟାସ କରିବ।
ସେ ହାତରେ କୋଉ ମଜା ମିଳିବ, ମୋ ପ୍ରଭା ହାତରୁ ଯୋଉ ଚା ର ମଜା ଥାଏ। ରାତିରେ ଶୋଇଲା ବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଭାବେ ସକାଳ କେତେବେଳେ ହବ, ପ୍ରଭା ହାତରୁ ଗରମ ଗରମ ଚା କପଟେ ମିଳିବ, ଦିନଟା ମୋର ଖୁବ ଆରାମରେ ବିତିଯିବ।
ହଉ ହଉ ଏବେ ସେ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ ବଦଳେଇବାକୁ ପଡିବ। ନୂଆ ବୋହୂ ଆସିବ, କଣ ଭାବିବ କହିଲ?
ଭାବିବ? ଭାବିବ ମାନେ କଣ ଭାବିବ? ଏଇଆ ଭାବିବ ଏବେ ବି ଆମେ।
ହଉ ହଉ ସେ ଛୋପରା କଥା ସେତିକି ଥାଉ। ତମର ଯେତେ ବୟସ ହେଲାଣି, ତମ ମୁହଁରେ ଆଉ ଏସବୁ ଶୋଭା ପାଇବନି। କାଲି ସକାଳେ ପରା ପୁଅ ବାହାଘର କରିବ।
ପୁଅର ବାହା ହବାର ବୟସ ହେଲା, ବାହା ହେଲା। ତା ବୋଲି କଣ ମାଙ୍କଡ ଗଛ ଡେଇଁଆ ବନ୍ଦ କରିବ ନା କଣ?
ଆରେ ଗଛ ଡେଇଁବ ପରେ, ଗଲ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣଠୁ ଚିଠାଟା ନେଇ ଆସିବ।
ନିଆଁ ଠିକ ଜଳିଲା ବେଳକୁ ପାଣି ପକେଇ ଦେଇ ତାକୁ ଥଣ୍ଡା କରିବା ବଦଭ୍ୟାସ ତମର ଗଲାନି। ମୁଡଟା
ହଉ ହଉ ଯାଅ ଯାଅ।
ଆରେ ଗାଲୁ, ଯାହା ଅବସ୍ଥା ହେଲାଣି ଆଉ ତ ଖାଇବାକୁ ପାଇବାନି। ସେଟା 15 ଦିନ ହେଲାଣି ଗୋଟିଏ ଲୋକ ନାହାନ୍ତି। ଏଇଭଳିଆ ହେଲେ ତ ଆମ ଅବସ୍ଥା ରହିବନି। ଏ ଗାଁରେ କଣ କାହାକୁ ଆଉ ଭୂତ ପ୍ରେତ ଲାଗୁନାହାନ୍ତି? କାହିଁକି ଗୋଟିଏ ବି ତ ଆସୁନାହାନ୍ତି? ଏଇଭଳିଆ ଚାଲେ ତ ମରିଯିବା। ଏଇ ନକଲି ମୁଣ୍ଡ ହାଡ ଧରି ମୋ ଜୀବନ ବିତିବ। ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି?
ଆପଣ କାଟୁ ପାଣି ଆଉ କାମ କରୁନି ଆଉ, ସେଇଥି ଯୋଉ ଲୋକମାନେ ଆଉ କେହି ଆସୁନାହାନ୍ତି।
ତୁ କଣ ଜାଣିଛୁ? ମୋ ସେ କଥା ନୁହଁ, ଏଇଟା ଡାକ୍ତର ମାନେ ପଶିଗଲେଣି ଗାଁ ଭିତରେ, ଆମ ବେପାର ବୁଡେଇ ଦେଲେ ରେ। ଶାଶୁ ମାରୁଥାଇ ବୋହୂକୁ, ବୋହୂ ସଭା ଖାଇ କାହାକୁ ମାରିବ, ମାରୁଥାଇ ଚୁଲି ମୁଣ୍ଡକୁ। ଆମ ଅବସ୍ଥା ସେଇଆ। ଶାଶୁ ସାଜିଛନ୍ତି, କିଛି କରିପାରିବାନି। ଏଇ ହାଡ ଏଇ ଗଣ୍ଡି ଆମ ବେଡି ପୁଟୁଳି ଧରି ଘରକୁ ଯିବା। ଆମ ବେଳା କିଛି କାନ୍ଦନା ଯିବା, ଆଉ କିଛି ହବନି ଆମର।
ସବୁ ରାତି ଚାନ୍ଦିନୀ ରାତି
ସାଥୀ ମୋ ଜୀବନ ସାଥୀ ତୁମେ ଥିଲେ ସବୁ ରାତି ଅବୁଲ ରାତି
সাথী মো জীবন সাথী তুমি ছিলে সবু রাতি চাঁদিনী রাতি
জীবন সাথী তুমি ছিলে ସବୁ ରାତି ଅବୁଲ ରାତି
खुशी खुशी कौन है तुम्हारी खुशी खुशी मम्मा 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 गोटे सीट बाहर फिक्स वाला
मो खुशी रो कौन हैला
आज्ञा मु को कहूली कि आज्ञा 4-5 वर्ष है बाहरी मझिरे मझिरे होउची हाथ गोड़ मुठा करी दउची आखि दीटा तराटी दउची
तादेरे आत्मा प्रवेश करे
आत्मा आत्मा प्रवेश करी जानी भी तमे मो पुआ हाथ रे हाथ छंदी देलो रोग आधरे रोग चारिटा रोगिणीटा ये सुनिछ ना नाइ म बाछी बाछी गोटे झियो आनिलो से पुणी रोगिणीटा केते चिकिनिया कथा आम झियो गोटिए रे गोटिए
सेमिति को जदी सबुदिनी आपण जहा जहा मागी सबु देइछु अबहेला करिछु
अबहेला काई करबो नाइ नाइ मो कहूची अबहेला काई करबो नारी हेलु पारे आमे धरी बुलथुबो बार द्वार
मो झियर कोन हेची कहले रोग का दिएरे नाही
रोग अछि जदी जानि दिला हमको जणैलनी कोन पाए काई जानि जानि मो पूजी बंटा को नष्ट कर देला हम झियो को तमे सांगरे नै जाओ
सांगरे नै जु माने बागर करतुलु कोन सांगरे नै जिबा पई आ नबोनी कोन आमे ताको बेकर ढोल पके बजौथबु
एते बड़ रोग अच्छी काली सकाल तार कौन हो चारिड़े गिंडी माई बुटीब आम ना बदनाम कर नहीं जा तुम रोगिणा झील नहीं जा
ठीक कथा नहीं जाओ तुम झील को काली सकाळे कौन सुविधा असुविधा हम पुणी तुम आमको दोष देव नहीं जाओ तुम झील को
ओ मामा तू चुप कर
हे तू चुप कर तू किछि जानिनु छोट पिलाटे मु तोरा आउरी बढ़िया जगह रे बाहागर करदेबो
आउ गोटे बाहागर नहीं नहीं मो झियो थाउ थाउ तमे आउ गोटे जगह रे बाहागर करिवो
आउ कोन करबी ए रोगिणीटा को मो घरे रखिबी आ मो पुओ जीवनटा को नष्ट करबी जमा नुहे
हेइडी तमे मते चिन्नी ना नाली कोठा देखाई देबी
हो देखिबा के काहाको नाली कोठा देखौची
एटा डॉक्टर खाना छत्र बजार ताले आपण माने कोन चाहउछथि
कहिले वकील बाबू आमे एते टंका खर्च करी आम झियो बाहागर कलु हेले से माने कहउचंदी ताको घर को नहीं जा बोली
आज्ञा बाहागर पर गोटे छोट रोगटे बाहरची सेति भाई से माने कहउचंदी तम झियो को घर नहीं पळाओ
अच्छा एही कथा तम झियो सेठी रहइबो ताकू सेठू केही हटे परिबे
आज्ञा जहा पैसा खर्च हो चिंता करंतुनी मु देबी पैसा
खाली कहिले कोन हबो देदे सिना ए गणु जल्दी कोन हो हो ए वकालत नाम रे साइन कर दियो ए चलो कामटा हेइ जिवो
कहा छाती सहब कहले वकील बाबू एते बड़ रोग थाई आमको न जणे आम पुओ जीवनटा बर्बाद कर देबे
शशि बाबू आपण कोन चाहउछंदी कहू नांदी मु सेया कर देबी
आमे चाहू से झियो ए घर विदा हेबो और आमे ताको पानी कोडी टिए भी दबो
तो सेही हबो तांकु तमे दियो न दियो मते तो देबो पड़िबो ना मते दियो मु एमिति कर देबी टंका भी देबो पड़िबोनी
आपण को दबो आमे
दो नांदी
एथिबे आपण व्यस्त होतुनी बुझिले रखतो
एति कोन दउचंदी आउ दउ नांदी एति आ जानिचंदी कोर्ट कचेरी केते खर्च हुए एति के कोन हबो
रखंतु रखंतु कछि किछि चेंज
चेंज नाही म दउ ना 500 टंका
आपण को फोन पे रे मो पुओ पठे देबो
हो ठीक अछि हो जिबापुर रोडे काम करनतु वकलत नाम रे टिके सिग्नेचर कर दियंतु नियंतु हो हो आसंतु
हये सुनुच देखिबो सेई झियो पैसा रे मो पुअर आउ थरे बागर करबी बहुत भलो रे बागर करबी
सेया हबो खोजी खोजी एमिति वकीलटे बाछिची झियो जीव सब रहइबो
चलो चलो
ऑर्डर ऑर्डर अदालतर कार्यक्रम आरंभ करा जाओ। वकील बाबू ए केस विषय आपण कोन कहिबे? प्रेजेंट द केस।
योर ऑनर से माने ताको झियो को आम घर को बिना रोग जणे बाहा कर दिचंदी मोर महकिल घरे ताको पुअर जीवन नष्ट हो गला सेइतले कि आपन को मोर एतिकी अनुरोध कि आपण छाड़पत्र को मंजूरी दे दियंतु।
अच्छा ए विषय आपण कोन कहिबे?
छाड़पत्र कोन पाई आजि काली दुनिया रे काहा को रोग नै एक अत्याधुनिक चिकित्सा प्रणाली बाहरलानी अत्याधुनिक औषध अवेलेबल अछि तो तार ए रोग रे चिकित्सा थिबो।
अयो तमे कोन डॉक्टर?
तमे कोन डॉक्टर?
साइलेंस। एटा कोर्ट ना कोन आपण दुई जन जुक्ति करंतु नाही। एहा जेहेतु एक रोग जनित केस तेणु आमे अनुभव करूछु जे ए विषय रे एक्सपर्ट डाक्टरଙ୍କର मतामत निहाती जरूरी। तेणु ए अदालत निर्देश देउची जे आगामी तारिख रे एससीबी मेडिकल कॉलेज रो जने एक्सपर्ट न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट को आनी एही अदालत रे पेश करा जाऊ। आमे तांकर मतामत सुनिबा एवं जजमेंट दबा। दिस कोर्ट इज adjourned फॉर टुडे। रिपेट था
दीटा सुनानी गलानी केते मारिलो
भलो पार्टीटा जहा मागिले दे दोचन आ तमरो केते
आ कोनी भाई गोटे दीटा सुनानी हे जाऊ कथाटा जमी जीवो।
हां निश्चय से माने आसिलेनी।
हो हो
ए सेइडा चणाखिया वकीलटा म सी कोन केस लड़िबो आमे निश्चय जितिबा।
ए सुना टोपी पिंदुची आ टोपी पिंदौ ता कथा सुनानी एक सामने जितु
ऑर्डर ऑर्डर कोर्ट रो कार्यक्रम आरंभ करा जाऊ। विगत सुनानी दुईटी रे समस्त साक्षी प्रमाण एवं वकील मानकर जुक्ति सुनिया परे आमे निर्देश देइतिलु जे एससीबी मेडिकल कॉलेज रो जने एक्सपर्ट न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट को आनी एठारे आमे तांकर मतामत नबा। तेणु मो अदालत को निर्देश देउची जे डॉक्टर न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट को एठा को डका जाऊ।
डॉक्टर निहार रंजन विशाल हाजिर हो। डॉक्टर निहार रंजन विशाल हाजिर हो। डॉक्टर निहार रंजन विशाल हाजिर हो।
डॉक्टर विशाल ये जो केस टी अच्छी यह एक डिवोर्स केस छाड़पत्र मामला। यही मामला रे उभय पक्ष परिवार एक रोग को नहीं अपस्मार रोग को नहीं चाहते परिवार नव दंपति को अलग करदे। तेणु आपण ए विषय रे आपनकर एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन दियंतु जहा द्वारा मु जजमेंट दे परिबी।
ए अपस्मार बात एक्चुअली आमे को एपिलेप्सी को डाक्टरी भाषा रे एपिलेप्सी को यह एक स्नायुगत रोग। यह हम ब्रेन जो स्नायु कोशिका अच्छी तार डिस्फंक्शन हेले एपिलेप्सी बा बात रोग बा अपस्मार बात बाहरी थाए। यह कोनोसी अतृप्त आत्मा भूत प्रेत जोगु यह प्रभावित होई न थाए। तेणु यही रोगर सठिक डाक्तरी परीक्षा कर चिकित्सा कराइले रोगी संपूर्ण आरोग्य हो पारिबो एवं कोनोसी वैवाहिक जीवन रे यार कोनोसी प्रतिकूल प्रभाव नहीं। पुओ झियो एवं गर्भधारण किंबा पर पीढ़ी को यह ट्रांसमिट होई न पारे किंबा हबार बहुत कम चांस अछि। तेणु एथिपई कोनोसी नवदंपति को सेपरेट करा जिवा उचित नुहे एवं एही रोग को लुचाइबा उचित मध्य नुहे। कारण लुचाइबा द्वारा रोग अधिक बढ़ी थाए। यह ठीक समय परीक्षा करी एवं सठिक चिकित्सा नवा उचित।
थैंक यू डॉक्टर मिश्रा। विगत शुणाणी गुड़िक प्रस्तुत करा साक्षी प्रमाण दुई पक्ष वकीलंकर दलील एवं एक्सपर्ट न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट मतामत नेला परे यही अदालत यही सिद्धांत रे उपनीत हेउछि जे अपस्मार एमिति एक रोग जहाकू आम एपिलेप्सी कहू यह एमिति एक रोग जार चिकित्सा संभव। तेणु ये अदालत निर्देश देउछि उभय परिवार को जे झीटीर उपयुक्त चिकित्सा करंतु डाक्तर परामर्श नियंतु एवं उभय अलग न होई उभय पक्ष मिलीमिशी रहंतु। दिस कोर्ट इज adjourned फॉर टुडे।
जीवन साथी तुमी थिले सबु राती चांदनी राती
साथी मो जीवन साथी
Thank you for this wonderful drama, social drama with a message. Discrimination towards the female gender is more when they have epilepsy. This play would not have been possible without the play director, Mr. Sangram Mahanti, choreographer, Mr. Montu, and event arranger, Deepu Babu, whom we will felicitate. I request our HOD, Professor A.K. Malik sir, to felicitate these three pillars without whom the drama would not have been possible. Sir, please felicitate. First call upon Mr. Sangram Mahanti. Sangram Mahanti. Sangram, quickly come to the dais. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Sangram. This play would not have been possible without the concept and wonderful concept of Dr. K.P. Swai sir. Next we call upon Mr. Montu. Montu is the choreographer and he played a vital role in training our unskilled talents to provide this wonderful drama. Montu. Next, we have our event arranger Deepu Babu, Dr. K.P. Swai and Professor Malik will felicitate Deepu Babu, without whose continuous effort the dramatic skills of our students would not have been honed. You saw Dr. Nihar Biswal as the Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sahu as judge, Swagat Mahanti as hero, Annapurna and Sthiti Pragya as mother, Om and Arabinda as father, Soumya Pradhan and Abhishek as advocate, Guru Prasad and Vikram as Gunia and Chela. I now call upon Dr. K.P. Swai to give the vote of thanks.
A very good evening to all of you. I, on behalf of the Department of Neurology, feel honored and privileged to accord vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of 75 for 75 program to mark the Platinum Jubilee celebration of SCB Medical College, Cuttack. At the outset, I thank our beloved Dean and Principal, Professor Datteswar Hota sir, for his initiative for this historic function. We are grateful to our guest of honor, Professor Gyanendranath Behera sir, who graced the occasion. We owe a special gratitude to our founding father of the department and chief guest of today's program, Professor R.N. Sahu sir, who has shaped our modern department with a great deal of effort. I also express my heartfelt thanks to the esteemed professor HODs of our department, Professor Dr. P.C. Mohanty, Professor Dr. B.K. Kumar sir, and Professor Dr. Geeta Mohanty ma'am. My heartfelt gratitude goes to our HOD, Dr. Ashok Kumar Malik sir, for his guidance and support in all our efforts. My sincere thanks to my department colleagues, Dr. Nihar Ranjan Biswal, Dr. Pitambar Behuria, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sahu, and Dr. Vijay Kumar Mohanty. Special thanks goes to all my senior residents. Without their contribution and participation, this program would not have been successful. I would also like to thank our staff nurse, electrophysiology lab staffs, office staffs, Rupali, Bikram Babu, attendant, security, and our physiotherapy internee Savitri for their active involvement in this function. Special thanks goes to our stroke team for their active participation, especially Guru, Aravinda, Prasad, and Sthiti Pragya. A very special thanks to my wife, Dr. Pragya, for her participation in this event despite her busy schedule in AIMS Bhubaneswar. My sincere appreciation to Dr. Soumya Darshan Naik, who has agreed to come from Barampur for anchoring our show. Especially thanks to the people who have been instrumental in this event, Sangram Babu for directing the drama, Mantu Babu for choreography, Jubilee Babu for audiovisual editing, and Dipu Babu for arranging this event. Also special thanks to Sachi Babu, technician team, light arrangement team, media and press personnel, people associated with telemedicine and staff of principal office. Lastly, the august audience and the online viewers deserve special thanks for spending time with us. Once again, I take the opportunity to thank one and all present here. Thank you.